everyone. It's actually Sunday. I took like yesterday off from like doing everything and kind of the same today. It's actually been really nice. But yesterday I finished, if I can find the book here, I finished The Tiger at midnight and I recorded my Sunday video and then that went up today. And then today I started and finished Crystal Crown, so I'm done the Awaken series. Hi, baby. What time is it? It's almost 7, so I still have to have dinner and whatever. But I am going to I can definitely start White Rose tonight. My eyes aren't bugging me, so I can start working on this tonight. I'd like to get to page 100 or so. I think that's doable because it's verse, so there's lots of like empty lines and spots and everything. If we can get more done, great. But that's the plan. And then tomorrow, I think I want... Oh, I know what I want to start. Because I do have tomorrow, I took tomorrow off work for my birthday, I do want to start working on Let's Call It a Doomsday, even if I only do like one chapter or so, depending on how far I get into White Rose. I want to start that. And I also want to work on The Royal Art of Poisoning. This is nonfiction. It's not super long, so I think I should also finish that tomorrow. That'd be really cool. It's just one that sounds kind of interesting. And yeah, that's the game plan. And I am going to call Canada Post and just see if I can organize to go pick up my crap that they were supposed to pull from my mailbox a month ago that they still haven't unfrozen. So, yeah. Hopefully. Not hopefully. I know there's several things in there that are books. So, hopefully that comes soon. And, yeah, I'm just going to go watch more, like, James Charles and Tati chaos drama because apparently I'm just, like, literally white trash. Like, I don't know why I'm interested in this, but like I dead ass for like 45 minutes today watched the sub count go down on James Charles. Like, why? I don't care about this. Well, I do care about this specifically, but I don't care about the people as a whole. I don't know them. I'm not a part. Anyways, yeah, that's been my day. That's been my weekend. Just gonna chill out and finish a little bit of laundry and then yeah. My plate is actually a little bit more organized than normal for a weekend. So tomorrow I'm going to film my Tuesday video and then edit that and then just do some reading and enjoy my birthday. And yeah, that's it. So I will talk to you all later. So it's still Sunday. I actually just read all of my prose. I'm not like I don't. This sounds weird. I don't feel it was a while ago, but like, I think the way that like Refugee by Alan Gratz like broke me, like that was a while ago, but like that book hurt. It's amazing, but it hurts. And I mean, like, I know what happened to Hans and Sophie. I knew that going in. I learned about that in university. But and I was lucky enough when I got to go to Berlin for that course specifically that my teacher made a point of taking us to that memorial. It's not anything big or dramatic. If you've ever been to Berlin or have seen it, there's this massive Holocaust memorial beside the Brandenburg Gate. It's like you can't miss it even if you're blind. It's massive. And these people, it's we get a lot of voices from the Holocaust, like people who went to Auschwitz and all this, and like absolutely rightfully so. But I think the big thing that we always wonder is like, how did people let things get to how they were? Like, and that's something we're especially reflecting on now with the way things are politically. Of like, how are people letting things like this happen? Like, what mentality do you have to think it's okay to treat people of a certain race or religion or culture this way? Why would you be okay with this? Why would you just watch as your neighbors are taken from their homes or kids are taken from their parents? Or what sort of detachment in your brain has to exist for that, for you to have a us versus them for people like that? And I think this is just like, it's something that keeps coming back of like, how did the Germans let this happen? Like, and I mean, I was, when we were there, we got to go to Sachsenhausen concentration camp, which is in the middle of a subdivision. Like even at that point, like people, they had groups of people like in chains walk through like the streets. They saw them. They knew what was happening there. Like, and so I think having something like, I wish we got more of these stories of people who benefited in every way possible from the Nazis, and still went, something's wrong. Something's wrong. I can't do this. Like, there's, why is this okay? Why I can't detach myself. And that's a good thing. Like, you shouldn't be able to be okay with people treating other people because of race or culture, just treating people badly in general for no reason. And the amount of brainwashing that happened in that country, and then still being able to be outside of that, and I just read the author's note. Like, she said she was a heroine for the author Kip Wilson. Like, she thought of, and like, I'm gonna be real, that's true. Like, she knew she was gonna get killed. She knew what was gonna happen, and she still went for it. And like, she was so young when her and her brother got killed, and it's just, it's a really good read. If you don't know anything about them, I would recommend this. There's some German terms in there. I remember more German than I thought I did from that from the German history course, that I took. I remember too, when we were taking that course, there was this, also when we talked about that, the Sophie and Hans, they were like, my teacher's like, there's this group of German wives who, I don't remember where it was in Germany, but like, they were married to Jewish men before everything happened, and then their husbands were rounded up, and they went outside like this prison and like just picketed basically until their husbands were released. And I don't know if the husbands were later then like, like rearrested or what happened to them, but like, I think that was interesting too. I'd be interested to learn more about that. I don't even remember what it was called, so if you remember what it's called or know what I'm talking about, please tell me. But I thought that was interesting too, of like, as soon as they got their husbands back, they were just like, okay, thanks, and then like dissipated. Like, but like, even though they knew that that was happening to other people though, like, it wasn't just their husbands that were getting arrested. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. I just find like, yeah. And like, I think having the opportunity to have gone to Germany to see all these places, it's just mind blowing to me. Of like, we always were like, oh, like they sent people to Auschwitz, but like, people in Berlin didn't see Auschwitz. Like, that's in a different country. But like, Sachsenhausen's like in Berlin, basically. Like, they saw them, they knew. And then when you look at like, I think they're called Stoppelsteins, in Berlin at least. This artist, I think worked with the country or the city, but they put these like, because everything's basically like cobblestone blocks a lot of the places still. So they went and put like same size, like these kind of metal gold blocks in the same, like where a regular block would be, but they lifted it like just a little bit, so you almost trip over them basically when you're walking. And they put them in front of businesses and buildings, like apartment buildings and whatever, to commemorate Jewish people that they know were residing there or worked there. And they put like what happened to them. So we'll say like, Anne Frank, obviously wouldn't be her because she wasn't in Berlin, but like Anne Frank, born whatever, died whenever, place of death, Auschwitz. It's just, it's insane, like, how much people knew what was happening. Like, and the fact that, like, they died, and, like, at the, like, Sophie said, too, at the end, of, like, oh, like, I know this is getting almost reviewy, but I'm sorry, but, like, when I die, like, this will mean something. Someone will, you'll get your just desserts for this, but this will mean something. This will stop something. And, like, people didn't react. Like, that's so messed up to me. Like, I know it's easier for me to be like in 2019 being like, yeah, that's messed up. I probably wouldn't have been a Nazi at the time. But like, it's just insane when you're like, they went to an education institution where these people were supposed to be very liberal and open-minded and whatever. And like, people knew what was happening and they didn't do anything. It's same in Canada. When we had the residential schools, like there were news reports and government searches and whatever saying like, no, these people are, there's extreme health problems here. Look at all the suicides. Look at all the deaths. Look at all the malnourishment. And like when people would report that, the government would just fire them, being like, shush, we don't want to hear about that. Like people knew about this stuff and they just did nothing. And this mentality of like, it's fine until they come for me, which is just, I hate humans, basically, is the gist of today. But I finished White Rose. It's a really good read. It took me about 3 hours because it's about 340 pages. It's written in verse. So there's lots of, big gaps and whatever. But it only took me about 3 hours. I would highly recommend it. It's really interesting, even if you don't know about Sophie and Hans. If you do know about them, I would read it because there's literally like nothing about them really written. And I think they're people that should be remembered, especially when, like, we have Nazis are a thing again in the country, like, in the world. Apparently we didn't learn after, like, how many people died in World War II that, like, being a Nazi ain't good. Like, your ideology's messed up. But apparently we've circled back around to that, so yeah. But that's been my Sunday. So tomorrow I'm going to start Let's Call It a Doomsday. And, what else am I going to read? And I think I'm going to start the Royal Art of Poisoning. So that's been my day. And if you don't know about them, look up Sophie and Hans. And just the White Rose Resistance in general, because several people did stuff, but they were the first 3 to kind of get discovered and guillotined. And one of them was a father of 3 that happened to, which was even crappier. And then their friends later on got caught trying to spread on their message too, and were killed. So it's depressing, but I think it's important with the way the world is now, and remembering that, like, just because you benefit from something doesn't mean you shouldn't do anything when you know it's wrong. So yeah, that's today. And on that casual Watson snore, I will talk to you all later. Hi everyone, it's Monday. I enjoyed my birthday off. I didn't go to work or anything. It's, however, like the end of my like week-long kind of mini vacation I took, which is sad. But today I started and finished The Royal Art of Poison by Eleanor Herman. It was weird. Like, there's a section here on unicorn horns and like, but it was really interesting. I really enjoyed it. And then I started Let's Call It a Doomsday. And I got the first couple chapters done. I put the bookmark in at the start of chapter 5, which is page 54. So I'm going to keep working on that. I'm really enjoying it. The main character is Mormon, which I didn't know. And I have a friend who's ex-Mormon, so I keep being like, is this correct? Like, or was I incorrect assuming this? So it's actually really interesting. It's only a little ways in. But there's already that, like, ragtag established group that we had in Heretics Anonymous that's been introduced, which was one of my favorite parts of Heretics Anonymous. So I'm curious about that because the main character is still Mormon, and one of the people in the group is like has left the Mormon faith. So I was like, oh, interesting. So I'm curious to see how that's going to develop. And wow, I was so excited today. It was like, just because it was my birthday, I know that's why it happened. But my pre-order for Finale came in. Like, I'm so freaking excited for this. And like the best thing was, like, I showed up and it has signed edition. Like, so I guess they sent out a bunch of like signed editions. So it's like the actual company, like the publisher. It's like not a sticker from Indigo. So if I can open the page. Because if, it's a big if apparently, and that's the page, it's got her signature there, which is nice because they, she doesn't tour Canada, or hasn't anyways, big shocker there, so at least I got that. I'm kind of surprised though that they had signed copies and that Indigo didn't do a box for them. It seems weird to me considering how many people were excited for that book. But yeah, that was just a little weird. But my copy is here. It's in my hands. It's so pretty. I'm still confused by the way purple was the last one. I love purple, but it just looks kind of weird that they kept the spines and everything the same, but books 1 and 2 are black and then book 3 is purple. That was just weird. And I'm just so excited that it finally showed up. And I think that was it. So I just kind of hung out today and did nothing. It was nice. And I'm actually kind of excited. I think my landlord was showing the place upstairs to this like old Asian couple, and I was like, oh, not loud oil field workers or like college frat kids. Success! So hopefully I have new neighbors. That would be nice. Apparently my mailbox is supposed to be unfrozen sometime this week. We shall see. Yeah, so that's where it's at. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Hi everyone, it's Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. I didn't get any reading done this morning. I slept through my alarm. I normally start at work at 8:30 and I woke up at like 9. So I didn't get any reading done this morning, so I spent the evening really reading The Train to Impossible Places. If I had started it earlier, then I would have had time to read a little bit more tonight, but it's almost 10 o'clock, and apparently I'm really tired, so I'm not going to do any reading of Let's Call It a Doomsday today. I'm just tired. So the Train to Impossible Places, though, is done, and my mailbox is still locked. Hopefully it'll get unlocked-ish tomorrow. But I did have arrive at my office. I'm so excited. My BTS Funkos, my friend Joanne, love that girl. She went to Barnes & Noble because for some reason the Canadian place that you buy, pop in a box that's here or whatever, still didn't have like stock for pre-orders. But for some reason, like, Barnes & Noble had all the stock of BTS for, like, months now. I don't understand what that setup system was, but okay. So she went and bought it for me and then shipped it. But yeah, so Jungkook, RM, V, J-Hope, Suga, Jimin, and Jin. So I'm very happy. They were like the big things, that and the community Funkos that I wanted for my birthday. I still haven't gotten the community ones, but that's going to be on my list of things to get eventually, or maybe for Christmas. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't do anything other than like read and freak out about my Funkos, and I'm doing some driving tomorrow for work, and next week I found out I have to take a trip to Edmonton next week, so lots of driving. So hopefully I can do some audiobook listening while that is going on. So I'll have to pick a book for tomorrow for audio. Just thinking. Most of the things I have here are, oh, that's a shorter one. I'll do that another time. Maybe I'll try Scion of the Fox, actually, because that one's a little bit longer. So I have more time because I'm listening while driving during work hours too. So I'll try that one actually and see if I like it. So that's planned for tomorrow, and yeah, that's it. I will see you all later. Hi everyone, it's Thursday. I don't think I vlogged yesterday, actually, just realized that. I'm transitioning colors right now. Just ignore this basically. I am working on Skin of the Fox by SM Echo. I'm about 3/4 of the way through, if not more, so I'm going to finish that tomorrow. I'm still really tired today. I just wanted to pass out. But I also, my mailbox is still locked, but I went to the post office and picked up, so I have an arc now of The Raven's Tail. It's come out since. These have all, or the first two have come out. But I actually bought a finished copy of that one last week because it's just really pretty. But I like Cat Winter stuff, so it's nice to have an arc. My friend also sent me an arc of We Rule the Night by Claire Eliza Bartlett. I'm really curious about this because people were hyped about it because of the cover, and then it came out and I haven't really heard anything about it since, so I'm going to look into that more. And then my wonderful friend Amber Lynn Tush sent me Don't Say a Word, the arc. Sorry, these three are all arcs. And this comes out September. It's the same day that, I have to double check. I want to say September 7th. It's the same day as Dark Dawn comes out, by Jay Kristoff. So, yeah, those are my new books today anyways. And then I want to finish Scion of the Fox tomorrow, and then I'll be happy with that. So I slowed down reading this week. I haven't read any more of Let's Call It Doomsday. I was just so tired yesterday and even today. And then tonight we had a group watch of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. So I watched that tonight as well, which was nice. And just watched a couple episodes of this show called Dead to Me, I think it is. Yeah, with Christina Applegate. It's a new one on Netflix. I watched a couple episodes of it, and I really liked it so far, so I'm going to keep watching it. And then I watched the Amy Schumer comedy special from a couple months ago. But, yeah, I just chill out, and oh, that's why I was up. It was because BTS was on Stephen Colbert Report, so I'm so tired, and my TV watching has been more this week and everything. So that has been my week, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Hey everyone, it'll be a quick wrap up. It's Friday. I didn't get anything in the mail because I still don't have access to my mailbox. It's like a track just repeating at this point. But I did finish Scion of the Fox by SM. I thought it was I was saying it wrong. Sorry, by the way. I thought it was Bieko, but it's Beko, according to the audiobook anyway. So I finished this, and that brings my total this week to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I'm really happy with. It's only, it's not even 6 o'clock yet, actually, but, so I want to try and read at least another 50 pages of Let's Call It a Doomsday. At least 50 pages tonight, and I think I can finish that this weekend, because it is a long weekend in Canada. So I would love to be able to finish Let's Call It a Doomsday, and then start, See, I keep looking at Deviate, but I feel like it's just really gonna hurt. Like, I've noticed that with J. Kristoff books, that like books 2 always hurt a lot. So maybe I don't want to read Deviate. I don't know. I'll figure out the physical book. Maybe I'll pick up Lenny's book of everything. This one seemed cute. And then maybe I'll kind of circle back after and see if I can get myself to going on Wicked Fox. It wasn't bad, though. I'm kind of frustrated with myself. Maybe it's because of contemporary, but yeah. That's been my day, though, and I will quickly edit this vlog and throw it up, and I will see you on Sunday. Yeah, I don't plan on doing anything now, but I do have to go to Edmonton next week for work, so I'm going to go see Aladdin next week. I'm so excited. On Thursday night, because we're there Thursday, and they have, like, early showings on Thursday, and it'll again, I get to go to the movies in a real theater rather than the town where I live. I'm so excited. So that's it, and I will talk to you all later.